Welcome back to the Almost Experts podcast. I'm Jake.
And I'm Mike, and we are the Almost Experts.
We're not experts in anything,
but we're almost experts in everything. All right, welcome back to the episode 4 of the Almost Experts podcast, where Jake and I tonight are going to be talking about the national championship between Indiana and Miami. We're going to talk about the 4-day school week, and then I'm also going to be going on a little bit of a rant about something. It's going to be a little bit of a surprise to Jake. And then we're going to finish it up with a blind ranking game, so stay tuned.
Hoosiers! So we were kind of right, I guess.
Yeah, we were kind of right.
But kind of not.
Yeah, I mean, I think the words that I used was Indiana was going to beat the crap out of them.
Yeah, I do remember you saying that.
Yeah, and I was really happy that they did.
Yeah, well, I mean, sports guys, we like sports.
Yeah, I wanted to see a good game, and a good game is what we got. And it wasn't one of those games where it was close, but there wasn't big moments. There were huge moments.
Yeah.
In that game. Huge moments.
The block punt.
The block punt was ginormous. 4th and 5. Kurt Cignetti, Fernando Mendoza, they go for it. They call it QB run, and he ends up getting in the end zone, dives for his
12 yards
team.
or so.
Yeah, something crazy. And what did he say? Did you watch the interview afterwards?
Yeah, I think the quote he had was, "I will die for my team."
Die.
Yeah. Whenever I first heard that, I thought, I'll dive for my team. No. He said die.
Yeah, I think he said die too.
I want that guy on my team.
Yeah, I think that he's a bro, and he's a dude that you want. That's a guy that I root for. I mean, if we're being honest, he's a little bit cornballish.
A little bit.
Cool, a little bit of cornball. But hey, that's me too.
Those are some of the best guys.
Yeah, and he was unbelievable all night long. I know that he didn't have some crazy stats, but he made big play after big play after big play. He threw those 2 balls behind his receiver, so he'd be the only one that got it for a huge first down twice. But then on the flip side, right? So they get that run, right? First off, Miami starts the fourth quarter with a run. Mark Fletcher Jr. ends up running one in to pull it to 1 score. And then they come back out. Indiana comes back out. They get that score from Fernando Mendoza. Miami drives the field, give it to Malachi Tony. Malachi Tony gets a score there. And then, Indiana ends up getting a field goal. Miami gets the ball back. They drive it down the field. Looked like they're going to score.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole time I was sitting there, I thought Miami's going to win this game.
I agree.
And then
it was kind of a little bit of a replay of that Ole Miss game a little bit where they're going back and forth.
Yeah. And then, of course, Carson Beck throws it short, and it's a pick, and Indiana ends up winning. But it was just huge moments, huge swings and momentum both ways. It was awesome. You had the best players from both teams just making plays, and that was a game that I really, really enjoyed watching.
I'm so excited to go buy every Old Hickory, Indiana apparel I can find.
Well, hopefully it has its name spelled correctly.
Well,
did you see that?
Yeah.
I did.
What
was that, like 4 years ago?
Yeah, 2021, I believe it was. On the front of their jerseys, it said INDINA or something along those lines. They couldn't even spell Indiana.
Yeah, they didn't spell Indiana right.
And here we are, national champions, 16-0, first time since the Yale
Did you
Bulldogs.
say here we are?
Now, listen,
whoa,
the bandwagon has started.
Oh, that's crazy.
The bandwagon has started.
Oh yeah, big Indiana Hoosier fan,
Yeah.
huh?
Hoosier. I'm gonna start that chant later.
Yeah, big Indiana guy Jake is. Once again, I don't think until here recently Jake even knew that they even had a team, just like I said last week. But
who are we talking about again?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. So no, but I did see that, just 5 short years later, they end up not only spelling their name correctly on their jersey, but they end up being 16-0.
With a Heisman Trophy winner.
With a Heisman Trophy winner, the national champions, and didn't you tell me a crazy stat about 16-0?
The Yale Bulldogs 1894 was the last time that somebody went 16-0.
1894.
Yeah, it was just a few short years ago.
And did they even have 16 teams to play?
I don't know. I don't even know if they could throw the football then. I think it was only laterals.
Yeah, it was probably it wasn't even really a football game. They might not even have 11 guys on each team out there running around. They probably did something crazy.
Yeah, it was like a 7-on-7 game with leather helmets.
Yeah, 16-0, and they scored a total of 21 points in the year. It was just, that's actually just the wildest stat. So, Jake, let me ask you this though, because this is probably the $1 million question: is Indiana here to stay?
I think there's a very good chance. I think with the way that recruiting works and the transfer portal, of course, that you're going to be able to bring in talent whenever you want, especially whenever you have guys like Mark Cuban and just other donors that are feeding money into programs like they are. I want to hope that they are, just because it's kind of a fun story. Let's see, can they go 32-0? Couldn't they be the first team to go 32-0 ever? I wonder how many games Yale won that next year in 1895.
I have to go back to this before we move on.
Sorry.
Because I don't understand. Is Mark Cuban, is he an alumni?
I don't know.
We need to look that up.
Yeah, that's worth a Google.
Hold on. We've got to look this up, because if Mark Cuban is not an alumni, Jake has some competition for the biggest bandwagoner out there. Because why is Mark Cuban?
Mark Cuban attended Indiana University, graduating from Kelley School of Business in 1981 with a business degree after starting his college studies at the University of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, he went there.
All right. That makes it better.
Makes sense.
Because, I mean, obviously I saw him. Obviously I saw the stuff about him giving a bunch of money to NIL, and I just thought, is this dude for real?
The bandwagon.
Yeah, is he? I mean, what's
Wouldn't that
happening?
be fun if
Yeah,
he just gave a bunch of money just because?
Yeah, just because he was like, oh, yeah, this team's never been good before. Now let's make sure they're good every year.
All the time.
All the time. No, it's never ceased to be good.
It must be nice to have that money.
Yeah. Yeah. I have $7. I have $7 to go to whatever NIL, whatever team needs some NIL money. I typically choose to donate my $7 to the Missouri Tigers, but I think that doesn't go far enough.
All I know is if Mark Cuban is giving money to my program, I'll die for that team.
Well, it sounds like they are your team.
Oh, well.
Sounds like.
I mean, until Columbia kicks off.
Yeah, until Mizzou's in that.
I think
boat.
maybe I'm just on an Indiana high.
Yeah.
Soon I'll get off.
I mean, we talked about it last time about the Cinderella run, and like, is it really a Cinderella run when they're the favorites? Like, they were the 8.5-point favorites. Like, they actually didn't even cover. But here we are. I'm still calling them a Cinderella because what they did was unbelievable. They were like the losingest program in college football. And then all of a sudden
But it's not like Miami was amazing all the time. So, I mean, they were both at the same point.
I mean,
but Indiana was pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, hold on. Time out. Let's back up.
You still had Cam Ward.
I mean, Miami. I know, but Miami they were a machine back in the day.
No,
You literally put Ray
20
Lewis.
years ago.
You put Ray Lewis on your Mount Rushmore.
I didn't say I was proud of what I did.
Okay.
I just said that whenever I was a child, growing up, I was a big fan.
Yeah, but still,
regardless
you basically put Indiana football and Miami football in the same realm, and that's wild. That's a wild thing. All right, we probably need to freshen Jake up on some history of college football, not just Yale. Jake knows all about the Yale Bulldogs from 1894 and doesn't remember that Miami University was the bee's knees for a long time.
I got to tell you, I couldn't tell you what the Yale fight song is, or what their war cry is, but I could tell you what Indiana's is right now.
Do it.
Who cheers?
Yeah. So
sorry about your ears.
So we were all at the same time with that game. I'm actually happy that we were wrong about them winning by a lot or beating the crap out of the U. It was a great game. I had a lot of fun watching it. It was It was awesome. It was a great game. Great game. Great game. So now to the next part of this, right? So I'm going to switch it up on us here, Jake. And we're not going to talk about sports because it's a pretty hot topic right now. It's a thing that's been going on. And I think that we both, being in education, we have some thoughts about it. I don't really know if it's differing thoughts, but I would like to talk about the 4-day school week because I just saw that Portersville went to it this week. A couple weeks ago, New Madrid went to it.
And Woodland.
Woodland went to it. Of course, we already are a 4-day week at Twin Rivers. Neelyville's a 4-day week now. Before that, whenever I was at Holcomb, we jumped into a 4-day school week. Kennett went to a 4-day school week this week. Winona was. So, I think it's a topic that people want to hear some different views on. And I think that I was pretty indifferent when it first happened. But I want to hear your thoughts because I think that you had it once, right? 1 year?
2 years I think I had it. Whenever I was at Winona, we had Fridays off instead of what I think you have.
That's so weird.
You have Mondays, right?
Yeah, that's weird.
And I think the argument there is that there's more holidays on Mondays.
Yeah, that's the argument because
on why you should have Mondays off instead of Fridays.
So obviously there's a lot more holidays that are literally based on a Monday, and it's not like Thanksgiving's always this Thursday, whatever, and Christmas is whenever. There's several holidays.
But your Labor Days and things like that.
Yeah, there's several holidays that are on Mondays, so that makes sense too. But also, like for me, it's the psyche. Like whether I'm at work or not on Friday, I'm in a pretty good mood because it's Friday. It's like it's just the start of the week.
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
Yeah.
It's Friday. And then
But doesn't Thursday just feel like your Friday if you have Friday off?
Yeah, sure, but but no matter what, you have Monday.
But it's still 3 days off.
But the Monday, I know it is still 3 days off.
In the end, Monday is just Tuesday for you.
There is not a rhyme and reason to what I am saying, Jake. There's nothing.
Okay.
There's no scientific fact behind it. It's just my feeling.
Okay.
You can't tell me about my feelings.
Pop off, Queen.
Yeah, pop off. No, it's the Monday though. Like the Monday blues. Like I no longer have the Monday blues.
Now you have the Tuesday blues.
I have the Tuesday blues, but it feels
sounds better
different.
than Mondays.
But it feels different.
I bet it does.
It feels different. Like not having to go to work on that Monday feels different. And for these kids, and people have the argument that a lot of them are going to be out in the real world. They're going to have to work at least 5 days. A lot of them are going to work 5 days, maybe 6 days a week. And so I get the argument. But to me, schools run on morale. I think that morale is the biggest thing that keeps schools afloat. It keeps everybody going. It keeps everything moving. And the morale that I feel at school now that we've switched over to a 4-day school week is so much higher. You look at our statistics and we have more kids coming to school. We got less kids dropping out. We have more kids graduating. Isn't that the end goal for us?
Do you think you have any discipline differences because of the 4-day? Because I know that was something that we talked about and how discipline with kids went down whenever we went 4-day school week.
Yeah, I definitely.
I think it has something to do with it a little bit.
I definitely think so. I definitely think so. I think kids are more prone and people are more prone to, with a lack of a better word, behave, because it's just 4 days. And I also think it gives an opportunity to the kids that want to work, especially when they get to high school level. They have 3 days that they get to, as well as, if they want to work right after school and whatnot. So I just think it opens up so much for the kids, and ultimately that's what it's for, really. I know, there's other factors into it, talk about teacher retention and talk about, giving teachers an added incentive, and all those things are great. But at the end of the day, I just look at it for the kids and what the kids like, what the kids enjoy. I feel like they all love it. I feel like they really enjoy it. And like I already said, attendance has gone up, dropout rate has declined. We're getting more kids to graduate. And those are things that I feel like are huge. Missouri they used to be days.
Hours.
It used to be days and hours.
Yep.
You had to get, what was it? Do you remember?
1,044 hours and 174 days.
Yeah, 174 days. So,
and now we're just 1,044 hours.
right, and I think...
And so that's how the 4 days is worked in there because of that.
Right, and so you're going the same amount of hours, or ultimately at the end, but you're going less days. So obviously, I think it was in the past. I'm just spitballing numbers. I don't really know. I don't have them out in front of me, but I think it was something like we went from 8:10 in the morning to 3 o'clock, and so now we're going about 7:45 to 3:30. So you're adding on. What is that? Probably an extra 45-ish, 50 minutes.
And see, that's one of the two worries, I guess, is that I always hear whenever I'm talking about this with people. One is, well, we got to go to school longer. We're going to school so much longer than normal. Mm-hmm. And then the other one is on your day off, your Monday or your Friday or whichever it is the younger kids. What am I going to do? Well, I as a parent have to work 5 days a week.
Yeah.
What am I going to do with those kids? Yeah. I know whenever I was at Winona, and they still do it, they had it's not a daycare, but it was an aftercare sort of thing where they paid a couple teachers to stick around on that Friday that we had off, and those kids that they needed to have the aftercare, they would stay there and not have school, but basically a day where they could be there.
Yeah, be there, probably supply lunch or whatever. So and I think that when we first did that at Holcomb, we did that too. We did it on that Monday because we had Mondays off, and no one showed up. No one showed up, and that was a big and that was a big talking point. It was a big talking point, like what do I do with my kids, and I totally get that. I totally understand the thought process in that, and just being afraid of what happens, like how do I get this done? But I think that we all have people around us that really help us out every day in our lives, and people typically figure that stuff out. And then the argument is, what happens if they cancel school? What do you do? What did you do when they canceled school for snow? What are you doing? This, that, and the other. Like, what do you do when they just have a random day off? Just do that. But like I said, I mean, it's different when it's every week. It is different. But like I just stated, I mean, ultimately, it's just such a big thing for the kids, and the statistics show that it's a positive thing, and that's what I have to keep hanging my hat on. But I'll go to the grave about it. I mean, I just think it's wonderful.
I do. I loved 4-day whenever I was at Winona. I think it would be so hard at a big school, at a bigger school, like a Poplar Bluff size, just because of the amount of kids basically that would need that aftercare. Because whatever, you might have had 0 at Holcomb, I think we had 10 or 15 at Winona. You multiply that by however many times that Poplar Bluff is compared to Winona. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna there needs to be other factors that go in. But as a educator, I loved it. It was great because it was a 3-day weekend. Yeah. It's something that you look forward to as a kid. You get, Martin Luther King Day coming up. I got him a 3-day weekend, right? Yeah. Except it's every week. Yeah. But if you think about it from an administrator standpoint, you would love it too, because you would hopefully have less absences for your teachers, because on those off days, hopefully they're going to get their oil changed or going to, go to the doctor's appointment or whatever it is for that day. Right. But I don't know.
And I can tell you what it doesn't work well for,
What's that?
Me, my psyche, is coaching side.
Sports. It would be hard because you've got a game on Monday. You don't want your team to just sit around until 4 o'clock.
I make the joke all the time. We do. If we have a game on a Monday, we typically have a shoot around in the morning. And I tell them all the time, we're not doing anything crazy. We're going in for about an hour. We're going to shoot. We're going to talk a little bit. Might go over the game plan, yada, yada. But it's basically just to help everyone get up and get around and just get in the mindset of in a routine. Because the last thing that I wanted to do was let them sleep till noon, have them get up, go to the local...
Sluggish.
Yeah, go to the local gas station, get 4 chicken tenders and a 2-liter of Mountain Dew, eat it all, sit on the couch all the rest of the afternoon, then show up to the game thinking they're ready to go. I just didn't really want to do that. So I try to control that factor a little bit, but it is super hard because it's just another day where there's not a routine. And I think people and kids and everybody's just they're routine in nature. They like having a routine. I think we all do. And so when you throw kids out of their routine, there's just no telling what can happen.
Do you notice? I know whenever I was at Winona and I had done it, I was a baseball coach then, and we could do at 3:00. We could go to baseball practice, so the days didn't seem long. I don't know what it's like for you. Do the days seem long, or can you start practice at a normal time, or how does it work for you?
Well, I mean, I typically make sure that I'm pretty consistent with whatever time it is now, and I don't want to just change it day by day and week by week, and I would like to keep it pretty much the same on Monday, so they can get all those things that they need to get done, whether it's a doctor's appointment or whatever. People just know. So now we're able to practice when we feel like we need to practice. For a long time there, it was you had to wait till 3 to do it, and that's fine. I mean, like I said, I'd be completely open to doing whatever time they tell me. It's not that. It was more or less the fact that I would like to be able to make a decision with my team and not somebody else that's not a part of it. If my kids want to work and they don't typically go to work until noon, I mean, that means that we probably need to practice in the morning. And then vice versa. They want to work in the afternoon, or they want to work in the morning, and then we would practice in the afternoon. So I think that consistency is key. Just think consistency is key.
I just think it's just going to keep happening. There's going to be more and more schools that are going to go to it.
Oh, absolutely.
And if you're at a school that is a 5-day as a teacher, it's really hard not to think, I could drive in our area 15, 20, 30 minutes, get paid the same, go less days of the school week.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Like you said, teacher retention, it's hard enough right now in the world that we live in with educators to even get teachers, let alone teachers that are going to go 5 days.
Yeah, and I can't remember exactly what college it was, but there was a big university that actually came out and said, like, they don't have hardly anyone graduating from the School of Education. And it's like, oh, my God.
I think this is going to be – we have stats, and they're questionable.
Yeah, so I have nothing out in front of me.
I'm going to start by saying that.
Yeah.
But I do know that it was either this past year or the year before, the group of teachers that came out of SEMO, I think there was one math out of the entire teaching, class. There was one person that's going to teach math.
Yeah, and there was probably 120 math jobs open.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what are you going to do? Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's hard to find people. It's hard to find people right now, and schools had to make that adjustment. We've had to do some different things just to get people into the education side of things, and it's really tough. And people say, well, you don't get paid. Educators don't get paid. Yeah, you're right. We don't get paid super, super well, but what we do get paid in is time. We get paid in time. We got all those, like right now, I got 3-day weekends pretty much all the time. Summer's off. We've got some breaks.
Christmas.
We've got holidays off. Like
Thanksgiving.
I don't have to go in on those times if I don't want to. Now I do because I'm coaching and I'm doing different things, but and there's a lot of teachers that don't coach anything that do, but ultimately we get paid in time. So it's a great profession to get in with a family. It's just, I just think that the 4-day school week is here to stay. I think it's coming. I think it's staying. I think that it's a domino effect. We're seeing it all over the place. It's every year we're hearing more and more people go to it, and I'm a big advocate to it just because I know how much good it does for our small community and the other community that I've been a part of that I watched it happen with, and I just think it's a great thing. So I did want to talk about that for a second because it's happening.
It's always a hot topic.
It is,
but especially around springtime, whenever calendars are coming out and calendars are getting voted on. I mean, it's hot.
Yeah, it is. And so, if you're listening to this and you don't have an opinion, if you hear some or you have a different take than us, by all means, I mean, it's okay to have that. It's okay to have that. But I'm in it. I'm in the middle of it. So I have my thoughts on it. Jake has his thoughts on it. So, yeah. Anyways, I think that's basically all I had.
I mean, the next thing that we were going to get into is you claimed you had a big rant.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if that's the rant you wanted to go with.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's definitely not the rant. But I'll be more than happy to share my rant.
Okay, but you had a rant that you claimed that you were going to go on.
Yeah.
So let's hear it.
You want me to go?
I'm prepared. I'm going to sit back and just let you do you.
Right. So did you know that I've been looking for a truck?
You had mentioned it.
I've been in the market. I am pretty sure that my truck is going to fall apart at any moment. So I've been in the market to find a new truck. And the whole buying a vehicle system does not make any sense to me. Makes none, actually. And I'll get a little fired up about it because it makes no sense that the price isn't just the price. And there's just other things that you can do, and you can barter a little bit. I mean, like, could you imagine just going to Home Depot and trying to buy a gallon of paint and they being like, oh, it's $25. And you're like, no, it's not. I'm going to pay $16. And they're like, well, hold on, Des. Have a seat right here. Let me go talk to my general manager. And then you got somebody comes out there and they give you the runaround. They go, oh, yeah, we can't get you that, but we can get it to you for 22. And then you have to sit there and try to think about it. And I don't get it. All right. I use, another example, going to McDonald's. Go to McDonald's, you order a Big Mac meal, whatever. And they're like, oh, it's going to be $12. No, it's not. I'm going to give you $6. And here's this half chewed piece of bubble gum that I would like $3.50 for. Like, no, we'll just give you 75 cents for that. No, that's my baby. I don't want to do that. I don't get it. Why is the price just not the price?
Why didn't it just stay where it's supposed to be?
Yeah,
Why is it just low and that's where it is?
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's a business. You got to win. You got to make some money. I'm not trying to make you not lose money, but I also don't want to get bamboozled in this thing. I mean, if Invoice Pricing has this thing that they're going to make $7,000 and you don't get it that low, like, they're making so much money. I don't understand why they just can't put the price that's the actual price out there, and that's it. And then, once you do find the numbers, once you are okay with something and you realize, like, oh, yeah, that's a good price, like, I can do that, then they go, oh, yeah, and also there's this package and there's this, and here's the document fee and the administration fee, and, oh, yeah, here's your taxes. That's going to be the taxes sales tax that you got to pay. And then all of a sudden, you've got all these added fees, and you're just like, I didn't agree upon this. I don't understand it, Jake. It makes no sense to me. None. And here I am. I'm mad, right? So you can imagine. Guess what I don't have?
What's that?
A truck.
Yeah, I was really hoping that at the end of this, we were going to be like, hey, podcast, come look outside. There's a truck out there.
Nope. There's no happy ending to this.
There is a truck.
Yeah, there's my truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's my truck that might fall apart at some point.
Home.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good. Don't get me wrong. The truck is good, but I know that it's getting up there in miles. I need to be looking, and I think that I have. I have $27 that I could spend. So I think I should probably just get on Facebook Marketplace, find me a good bike.
Yeah,
and I'll just try biking. Everywhere.
Actually, I was just thinking, if you rode a bike every day, for the rest of the school year,
that would suck. But yeah,
from your house to school.
Yeah.
From school to your house.
Sure.
You don't have to ride it to ball games. You can drive the bus.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you would be skinny enough that we could ride the Wildfire, ride the what's the Cowboy Run?
No, it's Outlaw Run.
Outlaw Run. We could ride that all the time.
I actually would be afraid to ride my bike that much because I think I'd be too skinny to ride those rides.
Yeah, nobody likes people.
And it would be the first time in my life.
Skinny. I would hate to be too skinny.
Yeah, and it would be the first time in my life that I was quote unquote skinny.
Yeah.
And so that would be a wild time. But no, I
maybe just a few bike rides between here and there.
Yeah, maybe a few. I'll probably do is just cut the bottom out of my truck, take everything out, and I'll just use it like the Flintstones. Like,
I love the Flintstones. You know how many diseases that the Flintstone little tablet things saved me from in my life? The Flintstone vitamins.
well, they say, I don't know. They say that if you took 2 of those a day when like you were a kid in the 90s, they say you never got COVID.
But only the purple ones. That's the only ones I want, the purple
The
ones.
purple ones are the only good ones.
Yes.
Yeah, you had to have the pink one just so you get the purple one the next day.
Yeah.
I get it. I get that. So no, my rant was completely about the system in which you have to buy a car. I don't understand why they're not the same darn price, or it's not just the price, and you have to barter. It makes no sense. Could you imagine just having that out in your daily lives? Like what? I mean, it'd be crazy. The world would be crazy. There's a reason why people don't like buying cars. They think they're getting bamboozled all the time. I get it. But as a consumer, I just want to know what the bottom line price is. And I don't want to get in there, barter for 3.5 hours, 4 hours, and then finally say no. And they look at me and go, what's the bottom dollar? What is it? What do I got to get it to? I already told you. I told you this morning. It is now 5 p.m. I am hungry. All that you've given me was some
scared.
coffee. I'm scared. I feel like this is a $30,000
I need
investment.
to go call my mom.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't. Yeah, I've already talked to my bank twice. Like, what are we doing? No, I don't get it. I don't get it, and I hate it. But that's my rant. I want it to be over. I'm done with it. I hope that sometime I will get a new vehicle, but right now I am holding strong to my truck, and I will drive it until the wheels fall off. So that was it. So, anyways, let's switch over. You are wanting to play a game. I think I got to get in the right mindset. But I think I'm ready to play your game.
All right, we're going to do a blind rank game.
Okay.
We're going to blindly rank. I say we, it's going to be you. You're going to blindly rank chocolate candies. Okay?
Are we talking chocolate bars?
Chocolate candies.
Okay.
So 1 will be your best. It's your number 1 draft pick.
Okay.
5 would be worst.
All right.
When I'm going to give you something, you have to lock it in.
Okay.
Without knowing what comes next. Are you ready to play?
Yeah, I think you're okay. Yeah. I mean, I really don't know where this is going, but okay.
Okay, the first chocolate candy, your Reese's peanut butter cup. Where do you put that 1 through 5?
Oh my gosh, a Reese's peanut butter, starting off strong. I'm trying to think. So
there's a lot of places we could go with this, and I don't want you to overthink it.
I am. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not.
But if you do overthink it, it might be okay.
Yeah, I think it's so safe. Oh my gosh, that's so safe. All right. I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna go 2.
Reese's peanut butter cup at 2 for you.
Yeah, 2.
Okay. York peppermint patty.
Oh my god. I mean, the only time I've ever had that was in the back church pew with my grandma. So a lot of memories there. Let's go 5.
Okay,
That was
5 for the York peppermint patty.
5.
Now we're going Twix. And we don't have to say left or right Twix.
Okay,
You can say all
Hey,
Twix.
okay, I'm going to start. Well, let me tell. Did you know? I actually just the other day, I asked. There was a student at school eating a Twix, and I had made the comment, "Do you like the right Twix or the left Twix better?" And they looked at me like I was crazy. Crazy.
Doesn't it even say it on the package?
Yes, it
sometimes now?
still does.
Yeah.
And they were like, "I don't know what you're talking about." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it was a commercial, whatever." Long story short, it was just crazy because I had to explain it to a kid, and then we had to watch a commercial, and then it was a big deal, and I didn't get any teaching done. But
Twix, where are you putting it?
Twix. Let's go. Golly, let's go 3.
Okay. Mounds.
Gosh, dude, what the heck? You're gonna.
Now, see, am I?
Yeah, you are.
Or am I not?
Yeah, you are.
Don't overthink it.
You're gonna do something dumb. I'm gonna go 4.
Okay.
Mounds 4.
So then your last one
Uh-huh.
is just a Kit Kat.
Okay.
Are you happy with Kit Kat at 1?
I mean, it's up there. I don't know if it's 1, but it's up there.
If you could go back, would you put Reese's peanut
Yeah,
butter
I'd
cup
put
at
it
1?
1.
Yeah. It's tough.
Now I know you're gonna try to trick me in this thing.
Not always.
Yeah.
Not always. A Kit Kat is still fine for me.
Yeah, no, it is good. I like it. What is there? There's. I don't know if you know Uncle Rob, Theo. the TikTok guy, the trucker,
Oh yeah,
the trucker.
yeah.
Yeah, and he calls it the kitty kitty.
Yeah,
I want
kitty,
a kitty,
kitty.
I want a kitty kitty.
Yeah, there's some stuff he says that we're not allowed to say on here.
No, there's not.
Yeah.
But yeah,
do know, yes.
Kit Kat. I can handle that
Yeah.
there. I think that I was going to save, and I don't know why. I thought you were either going to say Snickers. You know, I thought you.
There's
might
a lot of places we could go.
No, and then my personal favorite little chocolate, little chocolate candy is Carmelo. I love Carmelo.
Oh,
I
that's
love
a good
Carmelo.
choice.
So I was saving it because I thought Snickers would be up there. It's one or two for me, and then Carmelo was up there, and then a Reese's is right there with them. So I just thought, man, I gotta save that spot. And you tricked me.
Yeah.
You tricked me a
Well,
little
maybe
bit.
next time I won't. Maybe I will. I will say though, on a Reese's note, Reese's Trees, Reese's Eggs, so much better than a normal peanut butter cup.
Yeah, they are.
What? Why?
I don't know. I think it's just different.
It is light years better.
Yeah, but it's kind of like with the Christmas tree cakes. Like that's just a zebra cake in a Christmas tree form.
Oh no, no,
But it is.
no. A
I mean,
Christmas tree cake is so much better than a zebra cake.
Well, I know, but it's like the same thing. They just look different, and you only get one at a certain time of year.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah, they are good. No, I no doubt about it. I'm a big Little Debbie guy. I'm a Little Debbie guy. I'm a Big Debbie guy. I don't care.
Medium Debbie.
Yeah, Medium Debbie.
She
I'm
can
there.
ride. She can ride a bike if
Yeah,
I want.
absolutely.
Or she cannot.
Yeah. Well, actually, Little Debbie's are the reason why I cannot fit on the Outlaw Run.
And now it all comes out.
Yeah, it is the reason. But I love it, and I would rather eat a zebra cake or a Christmas tree cake 10-1 than ride the stupid Outlaw Run.
It's probably overrated.
Yeah, it is.
Are we going to talk about this?
No,
every
I
episode?
mean, I can't. I just so upset
It
about
was
it.
clearly an issue in our life.
Yeah, I mean, I wrote about it. I wrote about it in the journal. Like today was a bad day. No. Anyways, all right. Well, we're gonna finish up this thing. Jake has a pretty cool announcement for you. We have a Facebook page
Launched today.
launched today. So go ahead and give us a follow on that. It's called the Almost Experts podcast. Correct, Jake? Is there?
And we're
anything
going
else?
to, once podcast episodes start coming out,
Yeah.
we're going to try to share them from the River Radio page. And we'll have little updates on there. So make sure to give us a follow at the Almost Experts podcast.
Yeah, you'll see Jake and I's face.
Beautiful faces.
Yeah. ChatGPT
AI
Jake
generated.
ChatGPT thinks that I'm gorgeous, and it's pretty weird. But I couldn't get it to look uglier.
Yeah.
So
Must
that's
be
me.
Must be a tough thing.
Yeah,
to have
I
in
literally
your life.
told it make me look uglier, and that's what I got. So it was weird.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, yeah, give us a follow, give us a shout. We'll be on there a lot. So we're still really enjoying this. So hope you guys keep tuning in.
So, anyways, thanks for tuning in. We'll hopefully be back with more questionable expertise.
And just remember, if we were ever wrong, no, we weren't.
See ya.